How do we graph parametric equations? By eliminating parameters. Well, typically we'll want to identify the parameter, then eliminate that parameter, and then graph the plane curve. This is not the only way to graph parametric equations. We could graph them by evaluation, but this is how we will do it, and this is typically faster, not always. So here we want to eliminate t, and the way that we're going to eliminate t is by setting up an identity. Specifically, I see sine and cosine squared, so sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1. Let's divide both sides of this by 5. X over 5 equals cosine of t. And here, y over 3 equals sine of t. Now substitute those in, so we have x over 5 squared plus y over 3 squared. I put them in the opposite order, but it doesn't matter since by the commutative property we can switch the order of these. And now we get x squared over 25 plus y squared over 9 equals 1. And we know what that is. That's an ellipse centered at 0, 0. 5 is the value of a. B is 3. And that gives us our curve. If we want to talk about the orientation, typically we have to go back to plotting points in order to figure out the orientation. I believe that the orientation for this one is that way. Here we have two linear equations. We can solve one of them for t. I'm going to solve this one for t. X plus 5 equals 2t. X plus 5 over 2 equals t. Now let's substitute that into the other one. So y equals 4 times x plus 5 over 2 minus 4. So 2x plus 10 minus 4, 2x plus 6. So y equals 2x plus 6. We know how to graph y equals 2x plus 6. So there is our linear graph. Here, I'm actually going to substitute in this way because it's clearly more effective. X equals y squared over 2. In order to deal with our focus and directrix, I'm going to multiply by 2 on both sides, so that it becomes 2x equals y squared. The vertex of that is 0, 0. 4p equals 2, so p is 1/2. So that tells me that's there. The directrix is here. And then plugging in some other points for x and y. Let's plug in, say, 2 for x. That'll give out 2 or negative 2 for y. That can give us a sense of what our parabola is going to look like. All right, that's how we can graph parametric equations by eliminating parameters. We get rid of the t, or whatever parameter there is, and then graph the plane curve.